Welcome, dear listeners, to another magical evening under the stars. As the night unfolds its serene tapestry, let us journey together into a tale of mystery and enchantment within the kingdom of Eldoria. Tonight, we meet Princess Sophia, residing in a grand castle surrounded by lush forests and rolling hills. On the eve of her 18th birthday, a mysterious gift arrives. A crystal owl with eyes that sparkle like the starlit sky, promising an adventure that will whisper secrets of old and lead Sophia on a path of discovery and destiny. So, recline, relax, and let the soft glow of moonlight soothe your thoughts as we escape into Sophia's world, where magic glimmers in the shadows and ancient wisdom awaits in the whispers of the crystal owl. Close your eyes and breathe deeply as the tale of the crystal owl begins now. Chapter 1. The Awakening. In the heart of the kingdom of Eldoria, nestled within the verdant hills and sprawling forests, there stood a grand castle. The castle, with its towering spires and elegant turrets, was home to Princess Sophia, a young woman known for her kindness and wisdom beyond her years. On the eve of her 18th birthday, the castle was abuzz with excitement as preparations for the grand celebration were in full swing. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the kingdom, Princess Sophia retired to her chambers to reflect on the day's events. She sat by the window, gazing at the stars that adorned the night sky like a tapestry of diamonds. Her mind wandered to the future and the responsibilities that awaited her. Just then, a soft knock echoed through the room. Sophia turned to see a servant entering, carrying a small, ornately decorated box. "A gift for you, Your Highness," the servant said, bowing respectfully. Curiosity piqued, Sophia took the box and gently opened it. Inside, nestled on a bed of velvet, was a stunning owl made entirely of crystal. Its craftsmanship was exquisite, every feather and detail rendered with meticulous precision. The owl's eyes, two shimmering sapphires, seemed to sparkle with an otherworldly light. Sophia's breath caught in her throat as she lifted the crystal owl from its box. It felt surprisingly warm to the touch, and a strange sense of calm washed over her. "Who sent this?" she asked, her voice barely a whisper. The servant shook his head. "It arrived without a name, Princess. Only the royal seal was affixed to the package." Sophia pondered the mysterious gift, feeling a deep connection to the owl that she couldn't quite explain. She placed it on her bedside table and decided to think more about it in the morning. Little did she know, the crystal owl would soon change the course of her life. As the castle settled into the quiet of the night, Sophia drifted into a peaceful sleep. In the early hours, just as the first light of dawn began to creep into the room, a soft melodic voice broke the silence. "Princess Sophia," the voice called, gentle and soothing. Sophia stirred and opened her eyes, her gaze immediately drawn to the crystal owl. To her astonishment, the owl's eyes glowed with a brilliant blue light, and its beak moved as it spoke. "Do not be afraid, Princess," the owl said. "I am Lumina, a guardian of hidden knowledge. I have come to guide you on a journey of great importance." Sophia sat up, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and wonder. "A journey? What kind of journey?" Lumina's voice was calm and reassuring. "Your kingdom faces a grave threat, one that has been hidden for centuries. Only you possess the courage and wisdom to uncover the ancient secrets that can save Eldoria. Will you accept this quest?" Sophia took a deep breath, her resolve hardening. "If it means protecting my people, then I accept." With a nod of approval, Lumina's eyes glowed brighter. "Very well, Princess. Prepare yourself. We must leave at dawn." As the first rays of sunlight bathed the room in a warm glow, Sophia rose from her bed, her heart filled with a sense of purpose. She packed a small satchel with essential items and donned a simple cloak. The castle was still asleep as she quietly made her way to the garden where Lumina awaited. And so, as the kingdom of Eldoria slumbered under the morning sky, Princess Sophia embarked on a journey that would lead her through mystical lands and reveal the hidden knowledge that lay within the crystal owl. The dawn cast a gentle glow over the kingdom of Eldoria, painting the sky in hues of pink and gold. Princess Sophia, her cloak billowing softly in the morning breeze, stood in the royal garden, the crystal owl perched on her shoulder. Lumina's sapphire eyes sparkled with an ancient wisdom that both comforted and intrigued the young princess. "Princess Sophia," Lumina began, her voice a melodic whisper, "your kingdom is built upon the remnants of a forgotten era, an age when magic and harmony flourished. But with the rise of time, shadows have crept into the corners of Eldoria, hiding truths that must be uncovered if peace is to be restored." Sophia listened intently, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and anticipation. "What must I do, Lumina? Where does this journey begin?" The crystal owl fluttered her wings, and an ethereal light enveloped Sophia. "Our first destination lies beyond the castle walls, within the heart of the enchanted forest. It is there that you will find the first clue, guarded by spirits of the woodland. But beware, Princess, for the forest is a place of trials and illusions." With a nod, Sophia set her gaze towards the distant tree line, where the dense foliage of the enchanted forest beckoned. She took a step forward, leaving behind the familiar safety of the castle grounds and venturing into the unknown. As they approached the forest, the air grew cooler, and the sounds of the waking kingdom faded into a symphony of rustling leaves and birdsong. The trees, ancient and towering, seemed to whisper secrets to one another as Sophia and Lumina ventured deeper into the verdant labyrinth. "Sophia," Lumina said softly, This forest holds the echoes of countless souls who have walked its paths. Trust your heart and let it guide you, for the forest respects those who tread with sincerity. Sophia nodded, feeling the weight of Lumina's words. The path ahead was winding and overgrown, with thick vines and roots that seemed to move of their own accord. She walked carefully, her senses heightened, as if the forest itself was watching her every move. Hours passed as they traversed the enchanted woods. The sunlight filtering through the canopy above created a kaleidoscope of light and shadow, and Sophia marveled at the beauty of the forest. Yet, she remained vigilant, aware that the forest's charm could be deceiving. Suddenly, the path split into three, each route obscured by a thick mist. Sophia hesitated, unsure of which direction to take. Lumina, how do we know which path to follow? The crystal owl's eyes glowed brighter. This is a test of your intuition, Sophia. Close your eyes, clear your mind, and listen. The forest will guide you if you open your heart to its whispers. Sophia took a deep breath and closed her eyes. She let the sounds of the forest wash over her, the rustling leaves and distant bird calls blending into a soothing melody. Slowly she felt a gentle pull towards the middle path, as if an invisible thread was drawing her forward. Opening her eyes, she smiled at Lumina. I trust this way. Lumina's sapphire eyes twinkled with approval. Well chosen, Princess. Let us continue. As they ventured down the middle path, the mist began to lift, revealing a grove bathed in dappled sunlight. In the center stood a grand oak tree, its branches adorned with glowing runes and symbols. Beneath the tree, a circle of small, luminous figures danced and sang in a language Sophia could not understand, but found deeply soothing. The woodland spirits paused and turned to Sophia, their eyes shimmering like stars. One spirit, slightly taller and radiating a soft blue light, stepped forward. Welcome, Princess Sophia. We have been expecting you. Sophia bowed respectfully. Thank you. I seek your guidance on my journey to uncover the hidden knowledge that can save my kingdom. The spirit nodded. We shall help you, but first you must prove your worth. Solve the riddle of the ancient oak, and the path forward will be revealed. Sophia approached the oak tree, her heart steady with determination. She placed her hand on the trunk, feeling a surge of warmth and energy. The runes glowed brighter, and a voice echoed in her mind, posing the riddle that would test her wisdom and resolve. Princess Sophia stood before the grand oak tree, her hand pressed against its ancient bark. The forest around her seemed to hold its breath in anticipation. The voice of the oak, deep and resonant, filled her mind as it posed the riddle. I am not alive, but I grow. I do not have lungs, but I need air. I do not have a mouth, but water kills me. What am I? Sophia furrowed her brow, contemplating the riddle. She thought of the elements, of the interplay between life and inanimate objects. The answer came to her like a spark of inspiration. "Fire," she whispered. The oak tree's runes flared brightly, and the woodland spirits began to sing once more, their voices filled with joy. "Correct, Princess Sophia. You have shown wisdom and insight. We shall aid you in your quest." The taller spirit, bathed in blue light, stepped forward and handed Sophia a small, intricately carved pendant. "This pendant will guide you to the hidden pathway that leads out of the forest. It is a token of our trust and a key to the secrets you seek." Sophia accepted the pendant with gratitude, feeling its warmth against her skin. "Thank you, spirits of the woodland. Your help means more than I can express." With the pendant in hand, Sophia and Lumina continued their journey through the forest. The path seemed clearer now, as if the forest itself had acknowledged her worthiness and was guiding her steps. Lumina perched on her shoulder, silent but watchful, her eyes ever vigilant. As they walked, Sophia reflected on the enormity of her task. She was leaving behind the safety of her home, venturing into the unknown to protect her kingdom. Yet, despite the uncertainty, she felt a deep sense of purpose and resolve. They reached a clearing where the trees parted to reveal a shimmering pathway, lined with luminescent flowers that glowed softly in the twilight. Sophia recognized it from Lumina's earlier description, the hidden pathway that would lead them out of the enchanted forest and into the next phase of their journey. Stepping onto the pathway, Sophia felt a surge of energy and reassurance. The pendant around her neck glowed faintly, resonating with the magic of the path. The flowers' gentle light illuminated their way, casting a serene and magical atmosphere. As they walked, the sounds of the forest faded into the background, replaced by a soothing silence that seemed to embrace them. Sophia's mind wandered to thoughts of her kingdom, her family, and the people she was determined to protect. She drew strength from these thoughts, her determination growing with each step. Lumina broke the silence, her voice soft and encouraging. "You have done well, Sophia. The forest has accepted you, and the spirits have given their blessing. Remember their guidance as we move forward. There will be more challenges ahead, but you are not alone." Sophia nodded, feeling a deep sense of camaraderie with the crystal owl. "Thank you, Lumina. Your guidance means everything to me. I will do whatever it takes to uncover the secrets and save Eldoria." They continued along the hidden pathway, the landscape gradually changing as the forest gave way to rolling hills and distant mountains. The air grew cooler, and the stars above twinkled like diamonds in the deepening night sky. Sophia felt a sense of awe and wonder at the beauty of the world around her, a world filled with magic and mystery. As they emerged from the forest, Sophia looked back one last time, her heart filled with gratitude for the spirits and the lessons she had learned. The enchanted forest had tested her, but it had also strengthened her resolve. Now, with Lumina by her side and the pendant guiding her way, Sophia's quest truly began. Ahead lay new lands, new challenges, and the promise of ancient knowledge that could save her kingdom. She squared her shoulders and stepped forward, ready to face whatever came next. As Sophia and Lumina ventured deeper into the enchanted forest, the path became more intricate and alive with magic. The air was rich with the scent of pine and wildflowers, and the dappled sunlight created a mosaic of light and shadow on the forest floor. The hidden pathway, lined with luminescent flowers, wound its way through ancient trees that seemed to whisper secrets as they passed. Sophia felt a sense of peace and connection with the forest. Each step she took seemed to resonate with the land's ancient rhythms. The pendant around her neck pulsed gently, guiding her like a beacon through the verdant maze. She marveled at the wonders around her. Creatures both familiar and fantastical darted through the underbrush, their eyes glinting with curiosity and mischief. As they walked, Lumina spoke softly, her voice a soothing presence. The forest is a living entity, Sophia. It responds to the intentions and emotions of those who tread its paths. Remain true to your heart, and the forest will guide you. Sophia nodded, her resolve firm. The path led them to a crystal-clear stream that wound its way through the forest, its waters sparkling like liquid silver. The sound of the bubbling brook was calming, and Sophia knelt to take a sip, feeling its cool purity refresh her spirit. They continued onward, the landscape around them shifting subtly. The trees grew taller and more ancient, their branches intertwining overhead to form a natural cathedral. The light grew dimmer, and an ethereal glow emanated from the moss-covered ground. The air was thick with the hum of unseen magic, and Sophia could feel the presence of the woodland spirits watching over her. As they moved deeper into this sacred part of the forest, Lumina guided Sophia to a small clearing where a circle of standing stones stood like silent sentinels. The stones were covered in intricate carvings, ancient runes that pulse with a faint blue light. Sophia felt a sense of reverence as she approached, sensing the power that radiated from the circle. "This is a place of great significance," Lumina whispered. "The standing stones mark a nexus of magical energy. Here, you will meet the guardians of the forest who hold the knowledge you seek." Sophia stepped into the circle, feeling a gentle thrumming beneath her feet. The air shimmered, and the woodland spirits began to materialize around her, their forms ethereal and luminous. They moved gracefully, their presence both awe-inspiring and comforting. One spirit, taller and more radiant than the others, stepped forward. Her eyes, like twin stars, met Sophia's gaze with warmth and wisdom. "Welcome, Princess Sophia," she said, her voice like the soft rustle of leaves. We are the guardians of this forest, and we recognize your courage and purpose. You seek knowledge to save your kingdom, and we shall aid you." Sophia bowed deeply, her heart swelling with gratitude. "Thank you, noble spirits. Your guidance is a gift beyond measure." The lead spirit extended a hand, and a small shimmering vial appeared in her palm. "Take this potion, crafted from the essence of the forest. It will grant you the strength and clarity you need to navigate the trials ahead. Remember, Sophia, that true strength comes from within, and the forest will always be with you." Sophia accepted the vial, feeling its warmth seep into her skin. She could sense the power it held, a distilled essence of the forest's ancient magic. "I will honor your gift and use it wisely," she vowed. The spirits smiled, their forms glowing brighter. "Go now, princess, and follow the path laid before you. The hidden pathway will lead you to the next part of your journey, where greater challenges and revelations await." As the spirits faded back into the ethereal mist, Sophia felt a renewed sense of purpose. She looked at Lumina, whose eyes sparkled with approval. "We are ready, Lumina. Let us continue." With the pendant's guidance and the spirit's blessing, Sophia and Lumina pressed onward, leaving the sacred circle of stones behind. The hidden pathway led them deeper into the heart of the enchanted forest, where new mysteries and adventures awaited. The hidden pathway twisted and turned through the enchanted forest, leading Sophia and Lumina to the heart of the Woodland realm. The air grew thick with enchantment, and the trees seemed to lean in, their ancient branches forming a protective canopy. Sophia felt as though she was walking through a living tapestry, each leaf and blossom a brushstroke in a masterpiece of nature. As they ventured further, the forest opened into a glade bathed in soft golden light. In the center of the glade stood a magnificent tree, its trunk wide and gnarled with age, its branches reaching skyward like the arms of an ancient guardian. The tree's bark glowed with a faint, mystical luminescence, and at its base, a circle of woodland spirits danced and sang, their voices a harmonious blend with the rustling leaves. Sophia approached the spirits with a sense of reverence. They were ethereal beings, their forms shimmering like morning dew, their eyes bright with wisdom and kindness. The spirits paused their dance as she stepped into the glade, their gazes turning toward her with curiosity and welcome. "Welcome, Princess Sophia," one of the spirits said, stepping forward. She was slightly taller than the others, her form glowing with a soft blue light. "I am Sylphine, the elder of the woodland spirits. We have awaited your arrival." Sophia bowed deeply, her heart swelling with gratitude and respect. "Thank you, Sylphine. I am honored to be here. I seek the knowledge that can save my kingdom from a looming threat." Sylphine nodded, her eyes twinkling with understanding. "We know of your quest, brave princess. The forest has whispered your name and your purpose to us. You have shown great courage and wisdom by making it this far. Another spirit, smaller and glowing with a greenish hue, stepped forward, holding a delicate flower in her hand. "This is a bloom of truth, Sophia," she said, offering the flower to her. "It will reveal the hidden path and guide you on your journey. Guard it well, for it holds the power of the forest's ancient magic." Sophia accepted the bloom with reverence, feeling its warmth and energy radiate through her fingers. "I will cherish this gift and use it wisely. Thank you, noble spirits." The woodland spirits smiled, their forms glowing brighter. Sylphine spoke again, her voice gentle yet filled with authority. "Remember, Sophia, the forest is a living entity. It responds to the purity of your heart and the strength of your spirit. Trust in yourself, and you will find the answers you seek." With a final nod of gratitude, Sophia turned to leave the glade, the bloom of truth cradled carefully in her hand. As she stepped back onto the hidden pathway, the luminescent flowers lining the path seemed to glow brighter, guiding her steps with renewed clarity. Lumina perched on her shoulder, her eyes gleaming with approval. "The spirits have blessed our journey, Sophia. We must continue forward. The hidden pathway will lead us to the crystal caverns where further revelations await." Sophia nodded, her resolve stronger than ever. "I am ready, Lumina. Let us find the crystal caverns and uncover the secrets that will save Eldoria." They walked on, the forest gradually giving way to a landscape of rolling hills and distant mountains. The air grew cooler, and the path underfoot became rocky and uneven. The pendant around Sophia's neck pulsed gently, its light guiding them forward. As they approached the edge of the forest, Sophia glanced back, feeling a pang of nostalgia for the enchanting realm she was leaving behind. The spirit's wisdom and the forest's magic had strengthened her, filling her with hope and determination. With Lumina by her side and the bloom of truth in her hand, Sophia stepped out of the enchanted forest, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The journey was far from over, but she felt a deep sense of purpose guiding her steps. Ahead lay the crystal caverns, and with them the next piece of the puzzle that would unlock the ancient knowledge needed to save her kingdom. As Sophia and Lumina emerged from the embrace of the enchanted forest, the landscape before them stretched out in a breathtaking vista of rolling hills and distant mist-covered mountains. The air was crisp and filled with the scent of pine and earth. The pendant around Sophia's neck pulsed gently, guiding her steps with an unseen force. She felt a mix of anticipation and resolve, knowing that the journey ahead would be fraught with challenges, but also with revelations that could save her kingdom. The hidden pathway, illuminated by the glow of luminescent flowers, wound its way through the verdant hills, leading them towards the mountains that loomed like silent sentinels. As they walked, Sophia marveled at the beauty of the land, feeling a deep connection to the world around her. The bloom of truth, gifted by the woodland spirits, nestled safely in her satchel, its presence a comforting reminder of the magic that guided her. "Lumina," Sophia said softly, "tell me more about the crystal caverns. What should I expect when we arrive?" Lumina's sapphire eyes gleamed with an inner light. "The crystal caverns are a place of great power and mystery, Sophia. They are said to hold the wisdom of the ancients stored within the crystalline walls. Many have sought the caverns, but few have emerged unchanged. The journey through the caverns will test your resolve, your courage, and your heart. But I believe in you, Princess. You have the strength to face whatever lies ahead." Sophia nodded, her determination solidifying. "I will do whatever it takes to uncover the knowledge that can save Eldoria. With your guidance, Lumina, I know I can succeed." As they continued along the hidden pathway, the terrain grew steeper and the air colder. The sun dipped lower in the sky, casting long shadows across the landscape. Sophia pulled her cloak tighter around her shoulders, feeling the chill of the approaching night. The path led them to the base of the mountains, where a narrow trail wound its way upward, disappearing into the mist. They began their ascent, the rocky trail challenging their footing. Sophia moved carefully, her senses heightened by the presence of Lumina, who perched watchfully on her shoulder. The owl's eyes glowed softly, illuminating the path ahead. After several hours of arduous climbing, they reached a plateau overlooking a deep valley. In the fading light, Sophia could see the entrance to the crystal caverns, a dark opening in the mountainside that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. The sight filled her with a mix of awe and trepidation. "We have arrived," Lumina said, her voice a comforting presence. "The crystal caverns await. Remember, Sophia, to trust in yourself and in the magic that guides you. The journey through the caverns will not be easy, but you are prepared." Sophia took a deep breath, steeling herself for the trials ahead. She felt the pendant's gentle pulse and the warmth of the bloom of truth in her satchel, drawing strength from the gifts bestowed upon her by the woodland spirits. With Lumina by her side, she stepped forward, entering the dark mouth of the cavern. Inside, the air was cool and damp, the walls glittering with countless crystals that reflected the light from Lumina's eyes. The cavern seemed to hum with a soft melodic energy, as if the very stones held the secrets of ages past. Sophia moved carefully, her footsteps echoing softly in the stillness. She felt a sense of anticipation, knowing that the answers she sought lay within these crystalline walls. The path through the caverns twisted and turned, leading her deeper into the heart of the mountain. As she ventured further, the glow from the crystals intensified, illuminating intricate carvings and ancient symbols etched into the stone. Sophia felt a deep sense of reverence, realizing that she was walking in the footsteps of those who had come before her, seekers of knowledge and truth. With each step, she felt the presence of the ancients guiding her, their wisdom resonating through the walls of the cavern. The trials ahead would test her in ways she could not yet imagine, but she was ready. The journey was just beginning, and Sophia knew that the answers she sought were within her reach. Chapter 2: The Journey Through Mystical Lands. The crystal caverns welcomed Princess Sophia with an ethereal glow that danced along the walls, illuminating the cavern with a soft, enchanting light. The crystals, each unique in their colour and shape, resonated with the melodic hum that echoed through the underground chambers. Sophia felt a sense of awe as she ventured deeper, the air around her charged with ancient magic. Lumina perched on Sophia's shoulder, her eyes shining brightly in the dim light. "The caverns hold many secrets, Princess. Each crystal contains a fragment of wisdom from the ancients. Be vigilant and open your heart to the knowledge they offer." As they walked, the path forked into several tunnels, each one seeming to beckon her with a different hue. Sophia paused, uncertain of which way to go. She closed her eyes and focused on the gentle pulse of the pendant around her neck, allowing its magic to guide her. The pendant glowed faintly, pointing towards the tunnel bathed in a soft blue light. "This way," Sophia whispered, feeling a sense of rightness in her choice. She followed the tunnel, the air growing cooler and the hum of the crystals becoming more pronounced. The path twisted and turned, leading her deeper into the heart of the mountain. After a time, the tunnel opened into a vast chamber filled with towering crystal formations that sparkled like stars. In the center of the chamber stood a pedestal made of pure quartz, and upon it rested a large, multifaceted crystal that radiated a brilliant light. Sophia approached it cautiously, sensing its immense power. "The heart of the caverns," Lumina said softly. "It is said to contain the collective wisdom of all who have walked these paths. To access its knowledge, you must prove your worth." Sophia nodded, her resolve firm. She reached out and placed her hands on the crystal, feeling its energy surge through her. Visions flooded her mind, images of ancient civilizations, long-forgotten secrets, and the lives of those who had come before her. She saw glimpses of her own kingdom's past, moments of triumph and hardship, and the faces of her ancestors. Among the visions, a voice spoke deep and resonant. "Princess Sophia, you seek the knowledge to save your kingdom. To unlock the secrets within, you must answer this. What is the greatest strength of a ruler?" Sophia's mind raced as she considered the question. She thought of her father, the king, and the lessons he had imparted. She thought of the people of Eldoria, their hopes and dreams intertwined with her own. And she thought of the journey she had undertaken, the challenges she had faced, and the allies she had gained. The greatest strength of a ruler, Sophia began, her voice steady, is not in their power or might, but in their ability to inspire hope and unity among their people. A true ruler leads with compassion and wisdom, guiding their kingdom towards peace and prosperity. The chamber seemed to pulse with approval, and the crystal's light intensified. The visions faded, replaced by a deep sense of understanding. Sophia felt the knowledge of the ancients flow into her, filling her with clarity and purpose. Lumina's eyes sparkled with pride. "You have answered well, Sophia. The heart of the Caverns has bestowed its wisdom upon you. With this knowledge, you are one step closer to saving Eldoria." Sophia nodded, feeling a renewed sense of strength. She turned to leave the chamber, the path before her now clear. The pendant around her neck glowed brightly, guiding her steps as she made her way back through the tunnels. As they emerged from the caverns, the first light of dawn broke over the mountains, casting a golden glow across the landscape. Sophia took a deep breath, feeling the crisp morning air fill her lungs. Ahead lay new lands and new challenges, but she felt ready to face them. "The journey continues," she said, her voice filled with determination. "Let us move forward, Lumina. The whispering winds await." With the wisdom of the crystal caverns within her, Sophia and Lumina set off towards the next part of their journey. The promise of ancient knowledge and the hope of saving her kingdom guiding their every step. The morning sun cast its golden rays over the landscape as Sophia and Lumina descended from the mountains. The knowledge of the crystal caverns glowed within her, a beacon of hope and wisdom. Ahead lay the plains where the whispering winds resided, a place known for its enigmatic breezes that carried the voices of the past. The path led them to a vast expanse of rolling hills, where the grass swayed gently in the wind, creating a mesmerizing dance of green. As they walked, Sophia felt the air grow cooler and more charged with energy. The winds began to murmur, carrying faint whispers that seemed to come from all directions. "Sophia," Lumina said, her voice barely audible above the wind. "The whispering winds are a manifestation of the memories and wisdom of those who have lived before us. They hold the secrets of time itself, but they can be elusive. You must listen with your heart to understand their messages." Sophia nodded, her mind focused on the task at hand. She closed her eyes and let the wind wash over her, its whispers tickling her ears like a soft, soothing melody. At first, the voices were indistinct, a cacophony of sounds and languages. But as she concentrated, the voices began to coalesce into coherent words. "Seek the truth within," the winds whispered. "The answers lie not in the noise, but in the silence of your soul." Sophia opened her eyes, a newfound clarity settling over her. She realized that to understand the winds, she needed to quiet her mind and listen beyond the surface. She took a deep breath, grounding herself in the present moment, and let the winds speak to her once more. The voices became clearer, more distinct. They spoke of ancient times, of forgotten legends and hidden truths. Sophia heard tales of great heroes and wise rulers, of battles fought and won, and of the delicate balance that maintained peace in the land. Among these tales, she discerned a recurring theme: the importance of unity and understanding. As she listened, a particular voice stood out, resonating deeply within her. It was the voice of a woman filled with strength and compassion. "Sophia," the voice called, "you are the beacon of hope for Eldoria. Your journey is one of heart and wisdom. Remember, the greatest power lies in the unity of your people. Only together can you overcome the darkness that threatens your land." Sophia's eyes filled with determination. The message was clear. The strength of Eldoria lay in its people, and her role as a leader was to inspire and unify them. She looked at Lumina, who nodded in approval. "The whispering winds have spoken true," Lumina said. "You have heard their wisdom. Now, it is time to carry this knowledge forward and use it to guide your actions." Sophia felt a deep sense of gratitude for the winds and the wisdom they had shared. She knew that her journey was far from over, but the clarity she had gained here would be invaluable in the trials ahead. She took one last look at the rolling hills, the grass still dancing in the wind, and then turned her gaze to the horizon where the Valley of Dreams awaited. "We must continue," Sophia said, her voice strong and resolute. "The Valley of Dreams holds the next piece of our journey." With Lumina by her side, Sophia set off once more, the knowledge of the whispering winds swirling within her like a guiding breeze. The path ahead was uncertain, but she felt a newfound strength in her purpose. The journey through mystical lands continued, and with each step, she grew closer to uncovering the secrets that would save her kingdom. The path to the Valley of Dreams was long and winding, stretching out before Sophia and Lumina like a ribbon of destiny. The landscape gradually shifted from the rolling hills of the whispering winds to a realm where the boundary between reality and imagination blurred. The air was filled with a gentle, dreamlike quality, and the sky above shimmered with hues of pink and lavender. As they entered the valley, Sophia felt a strange sense of lightness, as if the weight of the world was lifting from her shoulders. The Valley of Dreams was a place where the subconscious mingled with the tangible, where hopes and fears manifested as vividly as the flora and fauna that populated the landscape. "Lumina," Sophia said, her voice soft and awed, This place feels so surreal. It's like walking through a dream. Lumina's eyes gleamed with wisdom. Indeed, Sophia, the Valley of Dreams is a realm where the mind's creations come to life. Here, you will encounter visions that reflect your deepest desires and your greatest fears. Embrace them, for they will reveal truths about yourself and your path. As they walked, the valley revealed its wonders. Glowing flowers bloomed underfoot, their petals shifting colors with each step. Trees with silver leaves whispered ancient lullabies, and streams of liquid light flowed gently, reflecting the sky's ever-changing palette. Sophia marveled at the beauty around her, feeling a profound sense of peace and wonder. Yet, amid the beauty, shadows lingered. As they ventured deeper, Sophia encountered visions that tugged at her heart. She saw her family, their faces filled with concern and hope. She saw her kingdom, its people striving for peace and prosperity. These visions filled her with a sense of responsibility and love, reminding her of the reason behind her quest. But then, darker visions began to surface. She saw herself standing alone against a towering, faceless darkness that threatened to engulf her. She felt the weight of doubt and fear pressing down on her, whispering that she was not strong enough, not wise enough to save her kingdom. Sophia paused, her heart heavy with the weight of these fears. Lumina sensed her turmoil and spoke gently. Sophia, the shadows you see are the manifestations of your doubts and insecurities. They are part of you, but they do not define you. Face them with courage, and you will find your true strength. Taking a deep breath, Sophia steeled herself and stepped forward into the shadowy vision. She felt the darkness close in around her, its cold fingers brushing against her skin. But she stood tall, her heart steady with determination. "I am not alone," she whispered. "I carry the love of my people, the wisdom of the ancients, and the guidance of my friends. I will not falter." As she spoke these words, the darkness began to recede, its grip loosening. Light pierced through the shadows, illuminating Sophia's path. She felt a surge of warmth and power within her, a realization that her true strength lay in her unwavering resolve and the support of those who believed in her. The vision faded, and Sophia found herself standing in the valley once more, the air filled with a renewed sense of clarity. She looked at Lumina, who nodded with pride. "You have faced your fears, Sophia, and emerged stronger. The Valley of Dreams has revealed its truth to you." Sophia smiled, feeling a profound sense of gratitude. "Thank you, Lumina. I understand now. My strength comes from within and from those who stand with me." As they continued through the valley, Sophia felt lighter, her steps more assured. The path ahead led them to a shimmering glade, where the guardian of the glade awaited. Sophia's heart swelled with anticipation and determination, ready to face the next challenge with newfound wisdom and courage. The shimmering glade that lay ahead sparkled with an otherworldly light, casting an ethereal glow over the landscape. Sophia and Lumina approached it with a sense of awe and anticipation. The trees that encircled the glade were ancient and majestic, their branches adorned with delicate, glowing blossoms that filled the air with a sweet, intoxicating fragrance. At the heart of the glade stood the guardian, an ancient being whose presence exuded wisdom and power. The guardian was a tall figure, cloaked in robes that shimmered like the night sky, adorned with stars that twinkled with every movement. His eyes, deep and knowing, held the secrets of ages past. Sophia stepped forward, her heart filled with respect and determination. "Guardian of the glade," she said, her voice steady. "I am Princess Sophia of Eldoria. I seek your guidance on my journey to uncover the knowledge that will save my kingdom." The guardian regarded her with a gentle, penetrating gaze. "Welcome, Princess Sophia," he said, his voice resonating like a distant echo. "I have been expecting you. Your journey has brought you far, and you have faced many challenges with courage and wisdom. The knowledge you seek lies within this glade, but first, you must prove your worth." Sophia nodded, ready to face whatever trial lay ahead. "What must I do, Guardian?" The Guardian raised his hand, and the glade transformed around them. The glowing blossoms floated into the air, forming a circle of light that enclosed Sophia and the Guardian. The air shimmered with magic, and Sophia felt a surge of energy coursing through her. To access the knowledge of the glade, you must demonstrate the virtues of a true leader: compassion, wisdom, and unity, the Guardian said. "I will present you with 3 challenges, each one a test of these virtues. Are you prepared?" Sophia took a deep breath, feeling the strength of the forest and the support of Lumina at her side. "I am prepared." The first challenge appeared before her, a vision of a wounded stag lying on the ground, its eyes filled with pain and fear. Sophia felt a pang of sorrow and compassion. She knelt beside the stag, gently stroking its fur and whispering soothing words. She used the bloom of truth, its essence healing the stag's wounds. The stag rose, its eyes filled with gratitude, and disappeared into the forest. "You have shown compassion," the Guardian said, his eyes approving. "Now, the second challenge." The glade shifted, and Sophia found herself standing before a group of villagers arguing fiercely. Their faces were etched with anger and frustration. Sophia stepped forward, her voice calm and wise. She listened to their grievances, finding common ground and guiding them towards a resolution. The villagers' anger dissipated, replaced by understanding and harmony. "You have shown wisdom," the Guardian said, his voice warm. "Now, the final challenge." The glade transformed once more, and Sophia saw a vision of her kingdom divided by fear and discord. She stood at the center, her heart filled with the desire for unity. She spoke to her people, her voice strong and inspiring. She reminded them of their shared history, their common goals, and the strength that lay in their unity. Slowly, the divisions healed, and the kingdom stood united. "You have shown unity," the guardian said, his eyes glowing with approval. "You have passed the trials, Princess Sophia. You have proven that you possess the virtues of a true leader. The knowledge you seek is yours." The circle of light around them dissolved, and the glade returned to its serene state. The guardian stepped forward, placing a hand on Sophia's shoulder. "Within you lies the power to save your kingdom. Trust in your heart and in the virtues you embody. The final revelation will guide you to the truth you seek." Sophia felt a surge of gratitude and determination. "Thank you, Guardian. I will honor your guidance and use this knowledge to protect my kingdom." With Lumina by her side, Sophia left the glade, her heart filled with the wisdom of the Guardian. The path ahead led to the final revelation, the key to saving Eldoria. As they continued their journey, Sophia felt a deep sense of purpose and strength, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The path beyond the Guardian's glade led Sophia and Lumina through an ever-changing landscape where the boundaries between the physical world and the realm of magic blurred even further. The air was alive with enchantment, and Sophia could feel the ancient power coursing beneath her feet with every step. As they travelled, Lumina spoke softly. "The final revelation lies ahead, Sophia. It is a truth that has been hidden for centuries, a truth that will unlock the power to save your kingdom. But remember, with great knowledge comes great responsibility." Sophia nodded, her heart steady with resolve. She felt the weight of her journey, the wisdom she had gained from the enchanted forest, the whispering winds, the valley of dreams, and the guardian of the glade. Each step brought her closer to the truth she sought. They arrived at a secluded clearing, where a shimmering pool of water lay undisturbed, reflecting the sky like a mirror. The water's surface sparkled with 1,000 colours, as if capturing the essence of every star in the heavens. Lumina flew to the edge of the pool, her sapphire eyes glowing with anticipation. "This is the pool of reflections," Lumina said. "It holds the final revelation. Gaze into its depths, Sophia, and the truth will be revealed to you." Sophia approached the pool, her reflection merging with the myriad of colours. She knelt beside it and took a deep breath, feeling the weight of the moment. As she peered into the water, the colours began to swirl, forming images and patterns that told a story. She saw the history of Eldoria, a kingdom born from the unity of diverse lands and people. She saw the first rulers, wise and compassionate, who forged a realm of peace and prosperity. But as time passed, shadows of discord and greed began to creep in, weakening the bonds that held the kingdom together. Sophia's heart ached as she saw her own family, her father the king struggling against these unseen forces, striving to maintain the harmony that had once defined Eldoria. She saw herself growing up in the castle, unaware of the deeper struggles that threatened her home. The images shifted, revealing an ancient artifact, a powerful relic that had been lost to time. It was the Heartstone, a gem of immense power and wisdom, created to protect the kingdom and ensure its unity. The Heartstone had been hidden away, its location forgotten, as the knowledge of its existence faded into legend. As the vision continued, Sophia saw herself standing before the Heartstone, its radiant light reflecting in her eyes. She realized that her journey had been leading to this moment, to the rediscovery of the Heartstone and the restoration of its power. The images faded, leaving Sophia with a profound understanding. She turned to Lumina, her voice filled with awe. The Heartstone. It is the key to saving Eldoria. We must find it. Lumina nodded. Yes, Sophia. The Heartstone's power is the final piece of the puzzle. It is hidden in a place known only to those who possess true wisdom and unity of spirit. Your journey has prepared you to uncover its location. Sophia felt a surge of determination. Then we must find it, Lumina. We cannot let the shadows destroy our kingdom. With the Heartstone, we can restore peace and harmony to Eldoria. With newfound purpose, Sophia rose to her feet. The pendant around her neck glowed brightly, guiding her towards the next step of her journey. The path to the Heartstone would not be easy, but she knew that she was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Together, Sophia and Lumina set off, leaving the pool of reflections behind. The final revelation had armed them with the knowledge they needed, and the journey to uncover the Heartstone began. The fate of Eldoria rested in Sophia's hands, and she was determined to see her quest through to the end. With the knowledge of the Heartstone firmly in her mind, Sophia and Lumina made their way back toward Eldoria. The journey through the mystical lands had changed Sophia profoundly, filling her with wisdom, courage, and a deep understanding of her role as a leader. As they approached the kingdom, the landscape became more familiar, and the urgency of their mission pressed upon Sophia's heart. The sun was setting as they crossed the final ridge that overlooked Eldoria. The kingdom spread out below them, its castle towering above the town, bathed in the golden light of dusk. But the shadows of discord and unrest were evident. Sophia could see the anxiety on the faces of her people, a stark contrast to the serenity of the surrounding lands. "We must act quickly," Lumina said, her voice urgent but calm. "The Heartstone's power can restore balance, but its location within the castle must remain secret until we can safely retrieve it." Sophia nodded, her mind racing with plans. "We'll need to gather those we can trust, advisors, family, and friends. Together, we can ensure the Heartstone's power is used wisely." As they entered the castle grounds, Sophia was greeted by familiar faces filled with relief and hope. She quickly convened a meeting with her most trusted advisors, her father, and a few close allies. In a secluded chamber, she revealed the truth of her journey and the importance of the Heartstone. The Heartstone lies beneath the castle, in the ancient catacombs, Sophia explained. It has been hidden there for centuries, protected by enchantments that only a true leader of Eldoria can unlock. Her father, the king, looked at her with pride and gratitude. You have done more than I could have ever hoped, Sophia. Your bravery and wisdom have brought us to this moment. We will support you in retrieving the Heartstone and restoring our kingdom. With a plan in place, Sophia, Lumina, and their trusted companions made their way to the ancient catacombs. The entrance was hidden behind a tapestry in the deepest part of the castle, a secret known only to the royal family. As they descended into the dark, winding tunnels, Sophia felt the weight of generations upon her shoulders. The catacombs were filled with echoes of the past, silent guardians of Eldoria's history. Sophia led the way, the pendant around her neck glowing brighter with each step. Finally, they reached a massive stone door, etched with runes and symbols that pulse with a faint blue light. Lumina fluttered beside Sophia. Place your hand upon the door, Sophia. The Heartstone will recognize the purity of your intentions. Sophia took a deep breath and pressed her hand against the cool stone. The runes flared to life, and the door slowly creaked open, revealing a chamber bathed in an ethereal light. At the center of the room, atop a pedestal of crystal, rested the Heartstone. Its radiant light filled the chamber, casting beautiful reflections on the walls. She approached the Heartstone, feeling its power resonate with her own. As she lifted it from the pedestal, a surge of energy flowed through her, a connection to the ancient magic that had protected Eldoria for centuries. She knew that with this power, she could heal the kingdom and restore the unity that had been lost. With the Heartstone in her hands, Sophia and her companions returned to the castle above. She stood before the gathered people of Eldoria, holding the Heartstone high. Its light spread over the crowd, bringing a sense of peace and hope. My people, Sophia said, her voice strong and clear. Together, we will restore Eldoria to its former glory. The Heartstone's power belongs to all of us, a symbol of our unity and strength. Let us stand together and face the future with courage and wisdom. The crowd erupted in cheers, their faces alight with renewed hope. The shadows that had threatened the kingdom began to recede, replaced by a sense of unity and purpose. Sophia knew that the journey ahead would still have its challenges, but with the wisdom she had gained and the support of her people, she was ready to lead Eldoria into a new era of peace and prosperity. As the Heartstone's light continued to shine, Sophia looked out over her kingdom with a sense of fulfillment and determination. The journey had been long and arduous, but it had led her to this moment, a moment of true leadership and unity. With Lumina by her side and the love of her people behind her, Sophia knew that Eldoria would thrive once more.